Hi class, today we are reading Chapter 1, Lesson 2, The Apache. Let's get started. The Apache. The Apache language, like Navajo, is in the Athabascan family. Therefore, many historians believe the Apache also migrated from Canada. Apache oral history, on the other hand, claims it was the opposite. According to the oral history, the Athabascans to the north are descendants of the Apache in the south. Whatever their origins, the Apache are quite different from the Navajo and Pueblo peoples. So remember, the Pueblo people, they built their homes in the cliff sides, and you could only get inside their homes with a ladder or a real narrow path leading up to it. And then you had the Navajo who built those domes. They built first like that log structure, and then they had that earthen dome over the top, and there's only one entrance into it. Well, here's some other reasons that they're different. The Apache were not farmers, but hunter-gatherers. They hunted buffalo, deer, cougar, and other animals. The Apache were very skilled hunters and had tricks, such as rubbing themselves with animal fat to hide their scent. They also gathered agave, cactus, nuts, and berries. Sometimes they would get food and supplies by trading with their Pueblo neighbors. Other times, they would conduct raids against Pueblo villages, earning them a reputation of being fierce and warlike. The name Apache, in fact, comes from the Zuni word for enemy. So think back again. Remember, we had the Navajo who learned how to farm and irrigate and use all those desert irrigation methods for their crops from the Pueblos. So the Pueblos and the Navajo, they both farmed. The Apache, they hunted, and then they gathered plants that they found along the way as well. Although fearsome to enemies, the Apache were gentle and affectionate to their children and relatives. Like many tribes, the Apache traced their ancestors through their mothers rather than their fathers. They traditionally lived in relatively small groups made up of their extended family. These groups were independent, and it was not until recent times that the Apache unified under a single government. The Apache lived in wickiups. These houses were dome-shaped, like the Navajo hogans, but did not use earth or clay as building materials. Instead, they were covered in skins, reed mats, brush, or grass. Although the wickiups were not as strong as the Pueblos or hogans, they could easily be taken apart and moved. This was helpful for the Apache, who moved from place to place. And again, the reason why they moved from place to place so much is because they were hunters, so they were following the game around. The Navajo and the Pueblo were able to build more permanent homes because they were farmers and they grew their food and weren't reliant on game to eat. So they could make a permanent home, farm next to it year after year. But again, the Apache, they were hunters, so they followed animals as they moved. So let's take a look at this infographic right here. And it is titled, How to Build a Wickiup. So it says, Step 1. The Apache made poles from green and flexible tree branches. Remember, on trees, when the branches are green and younger, you can bend them and they won't break. A dead branch, like brown or gray, would snap in half. Or a more mature tree, if you bend it, it'll bend a little bit, but then it'll break. So they would use green branches that were flexible. Step 2, holes were dug into a circle for the poles. You can see here we have the holes dug, and he's putting the poles into the ground, so they're sticking straight up in the air. Step 3, the poles were bent and tied with strips of animal skin to create a dome. So here we have, they're pulling them together, and remember these are the flexible green poles, and they're tying them together to make that dome shape. All right, let's take a look at step 4. Smaller willow poles were tied around the sides and top. So willow trees are very flexible trees, and they would tie them around right here to make these braces around the sides to give it more stability. Step 5, animal skins or reed mats were used to cover the dome. So reeds are like a grass type plant that's kind of round and it's very flexible as well. Or there you can see, so this would be like the reed right here, and this would be the animal skins. And step 6, They finished the wiki up with a fire pit and a smoke hole for a chimney. Most of these homes that these Native American tribes built did have fire pits in the middle. They used them not only for cooking, but as a source of heat. So at night when it got cold, they would build the fire and the smoke would again go out the top, as you can see right here, and they would stay warm. And their home would trap in all the heat and they'd be all right. And, it's easy and convenient to cook too. All right, class. I would like you to go back, reread this if you need to, or rewatch the video, and we'll see you soon.